Hi, this is TapCat, and today I want to talk about what comes next for the channel. Now, tomorrow, the final installment of my XCOM 2 Let's Play will go live, so that will be the end of that. And I had been thinking that I would do a Dark Souls 3 Let's Play next. But I have decided to hold off on Dark Souls, at least for now. And instead, what I want to do is refocus on something that I actually intended to do way back when I started the channel. There's an About tab that you can fill in, and I said that, I would be doing Let's Plays and tutorials on these different games that make me think, And I've certainly done Let's Plays, but out of almost 700 videos, I believe less than 10 could fairly be called tutorials. So that's a pretty hefty imbalance. Now, tutorials can certainly be a lot of work to put together, but I must say they are something that when I feel like I've done them right, like especially probably the last few of the Civ 5 ones that I did, I really feel good about having produced those. And certainly anytime I get comments from people telling me how much they helped, that goes a long way as well. Now, I don't know how many XCOM 2 tutorials I'm going to do. Ideally, I'd like to do quite a lot of them because I think this is a game that would support a large number of small, really focused videos where you talk about different aspects of the game. And so I'm going to try to do that, but I also know that my approach to making tutorial videos is very time consuming. And, I may just kind of burn out on that process long before I have exhausted the ideas that I have. By the way, let me just add that if you would like to see a tutorial on a particular topic in XCOM 2, I'd love to hear what that is. Because if I think, it's actually going to be something that would potentially have more interest for people than some of my ideas, because I'm not always sure, whether I'll think of something and I go, is that something people would care about or not? I'm not 100%. So especially if I had multiple people asking for the same thing, that would probably be a great indicator that I should spend some time there. I'm not sure how many I'll be able to put up each week because this is a pretty different type of content. And I think it's actually going to vary a lot depending on the nature of the topic too. So we'll see. The other thing that I've also thought about doing in addition to tutorials is if there are specific achievements that I could do in a single video. So for example, I was looking through the XCOM 2 achievements today, and there's one, if you can complete a mission where all of the soldiers are the same class. Now, that might be kind of hard to set up because I have to have a minimum of 4 assault or grenadiers or whichever class I pick. But you could show getting the achievement in one video of a more or less reasonable length. So that's the kind of thing, I could see doing too. Now, does that mean I'm not going to do Let's Plays anymore? No, it does not. And in fact, it's very likely that I will do another XCOM 2 Let's Play. I think, it's hard to say this because I haven't tried it yet. I will consider doing one on Legend difficulty, but I need to try playing it a little bit. I'm actually less worried about the battlefield side, although, maybe less than I should be. I don't know. I'm more worried about the base building side because from my understanding, a lot of the difference is there. And I felt like I came closer to losing the game than I wanted to just on the Avatar project side and, letting that countdown start. And I did have some slack, but not a lot. So yeah, that's my only real concern. Okay, so what we've covered so far, I'm definitely going to do some tutorial videos, possibly quite a lot of them. I'm going to at least consider doing some achievement videos, and then another Let's Play is probable. Beyond that, and I have no business doing that because this will take me months to do. But you know, it's funny, I've actually even been getting a little bit of an itch to play Civilization 5 again. Now, I am not going to spend the rest of my life simply alternating between Civilization and XCOM, but I would consider doing more tutorial videos for Civ 5, and I would even consider another Let's Play. Especially if I can just take kind of a different angle, like maybe I would do one on an archipelago map or something like that, so that it would have a different feel than any of my other series. I did actually briefly toy with the idea of playing as the Shoshone again, just because, oh my God, I was so bad when I recorded that series. And you know what makes me sick is episode 1 of that series is by far the most watched video on my channel. And I was so bad at the game. And I always wonder how many people find this channel through that video, watch the first, 10 minutes, see that I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and leave and never come back because they think that's as good as it gets here. I don't know. That's just one of those things I have to live with. I guess it'll haunt me forever. But I'm not going to take the video down. That seems extreme. I actually think it's a decent series for entertainment value. It's just not a good example of someone who knows how to play Civilization 5 at a high level, all right, that digression aside, I'm not promising Civ 5. I'm just saying it's something I'm thinking about. And, there's always new games coming out too. And but I do think, well, this is difficult to say. I'm leaning now towards trying to emphasize as I go through time games that I can dig deeply into, like XCOM or Civ, but so that way I could do Let's Plays and tutorials and these other things. But it's funny because I have that thought, and then in the next breath I think, yeah, but I don't know that I always need to do that, because I like having variety too. Like, I'll tell you a game that I would gladly do a series of. There's a new Sherlock Holmes game coming out. I believe it's called The Devil's Daughter. And I really enjoyed Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. Now, that was not a series that got a lot of views. And to this day, it doesn't have a lot of views. So, I don't necessarily feel like it's a great series for the channel, because people don't seem to be interested in watching me play it. But if there was a lighter game like that, and a game that I don't have to spend 50, 60 episodes, to make a Let's Play of, that I thought people would be interested in at all, I am open to that still. So I guess I'm probably going on too much at length about things that are speculative, and I've already mapped out what we're going to do in the short run. And then from there, really and truly, we're going to play it by ear. Because, honestly, the one thing about tutorials that's really rough is you have to do a ton of video editing. And that can get very tiresome. So I may do a certain, number of them, and it might be a lot less than I would like it to be before I just go, you know what, man, this ain't what I want to do. And maybe I'll end up just doing more Let's Plays, even if they don't bring as many people to the channel. Because at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying the process of making these videos, you're going to stop. You just can't sustain it. So we'll see. All right. I think I have blathered on long enough. I don't want to turn this into a complete ramble fest any more than I already have. So I'm going to leave it here. All right, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.